Hey guys, it's JW. Um, Today is Tuesday and I'm on my last shift of the day, which means that we're off tomorrow because it's a holiday. It never was a holiday. I never heard of it until about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I guess. It's called Juneteenth, and apparently it's the last day the last slave was freed, back in whatever date that was. But anyway, I got to thinking about that yesterday. How would they know that? I mean, back then, would you have Pony Express maybe? And to find, I don't think the census was very accurate back then, or whether or not those plantations or people who owned slaves, I don't know if they reported. I don't know how they kept records of that, but I think it's just they wanted to create a holiday. Politicians, as I recall, I think it's June and August are the only, I think, I could be wrong on that, the only two days that don't have a paid holiday for the federal government. So got to get that done. So they'll have to come up with one for August now. I don't know what they're going to pull on that one, but probably, I don't know, August Tooth. Maybe they'll say on August 2nd was the day that all Irish Americans and Italian Americans decided to immigrate to America. I have no idea but they'll come up with something, I'm sure, because got to get those paid holidays in if you're a politician. But I don't know if everyone has off on that. Is it an actual federal holiday? I don't know. I really have never checked into that. I know all the schools are closed, and a lot of the banks are closed, so maybe it is a federal holiday. But yeah, if you know anything about it, leave a comment down below. I'd be interested in knowing when it actually came into effect, the origin of it. I don't, I've been on this earth a long time, and I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, I started hearing about it, and I think the last maybe 2 or 3 years we've had it off, so I think they're just beginning to celebrate it. But whatever. Politicians do what politicians do. They're always looking to make some part of their voting bloc happy by doing something allegedly for the people of their district, or certain groups of people, men, women, blacks, Hispanics. So, maybe this was one of those deals. I don't really know. It just seemed to come out of nowhere. And although I used to be very, very political in terms of, really following what was going on, I stopped that back in actually 2012. I stopped watching all those political shows on Fox and MSNBC. I wanted to see what all sides were thinking, so I would watch Fox, which was the conservative side, and I would watch MSNBC, which was the liberal side. So that way I could get an idea of, what the left was thinking, what the right was thinking. But I realized that I don't want to be identified with either the left paradigm or the right paradigm. I don't really agree with either one of them. I'm more into, the only guy I would leave my house to vote for in a thunderstorm or a hurricane would be Ron Paul. I liked Ron Paul. He was honest, I think. As far as I could tell, he was honest. What do I know? I don't know the guy. But, and I liked his frank way of speaking. Seemed to be telling the truth. He'd say something like, why are we sending billions of dollars to some foreign country when we have people living on our streets who don't have places to live. And, you know, if we're going to spend money, spend it for Americans. You know, he was a nationalist, I guess you'd call him, but so am I. I mean, you know, I'm not opposed to helping other countries if by helping them it somehow benefits the United States, because, you know, it's our tax money. I mean, we just don't have unlimited amounts of money. In fact, I think if we really knew how bad things were, there would probably be a revolution of some sort. Although I'm not so sure Americans today would be willing to start a revolution. Most people just, as long as you give them their internet and their Uber Eats and, you know, all the rest of the conveniences that they have, and you know, most people, you know, as long as you don't take their device away from them. If the internet goes down, then you see the real griping and bickering. And so anyway, I'm just ranting away here, and I'm about ready to head out and get started for the day, and on this particular leg of my journey. And maybe I'll check in with you later. Appreciate you joining me. Not a very cohesive video, but, you know, just what's on my mind lately. I'll talk to you folks soon. Take care.